Monday seems to be everyone's least favourite day of the week. But at Starbucks, we don't think Mondays are all bad. We first walked on the moon on a Monday. The first comic book superhero appeared on a Monday. Big Ben started bonging on a Monday. The first public lift arrived on a Monday. The UK saw its first cinema. 500,000 babies are born each Monday. And every Monday at Starbucks, tall lattes are just £1.50. See? Mondays can be great.
Interesting history of Starbucks. The first Starbucks was founded in 1971 in Seattle by an English teacher named by Jerry Baldwin, a history teacher named Zev Siegl, and a writer named Gordon Bowker. The motivation behind these three individuals in launching the place where coffee beans and various related equipment were sold was a person named Alfred Pitt, who taught them how to taste coffee. This store located in the Pike Place Market is still in operation. The blossoming of Starbucks. In the past, there was no cafe or bar where people could get their coffee in the shortest possible time, especially since at that time there wasn't much demand for espresso coffee service, and many people didn't even know it. At that time, no one accepted to see Starbucks coffee shops on the streets in the nearly 1980s, because Starbucks' initial and main goal was to offer the highest quality coffee beans to its customers. But the decision of these three individuals changed everything, hiring the first professional marketing manager. Starbucks exploded onto the world stage with the hiring of its first professional marketing and sales manager, Howard Schultz. With his first step, he didn't transform everything, and don't think he suddenly descended from the sky like in superhero movies and caused an explosion. Rather, his first step was a response to a question. Why doesn't Starbucks sell its own specialty coffee drink after all this activity? In the 1983, Schultz traveled to Italy and returned to America with an idea to turn coffee bean shops into Starbucks label sales. It was a full risk venture, so they did experimentally in the first year. But did this experiment justify the risk? Of course, it did. Before this, only a few people bought coffee beans from Starbucks for home or cafe. But now, everyone passing by their stores buys a lead mug and drinks it. 4 years after this success, Schultz became a partner with three Starbucks founders and, at the age of 34, bought part of Starbucks shares for $3.8 million. It was Schultz who introduced Starbucks as the dominant world of coffees with his right decisions. In 1984, the company began its unique blend of caffeinated products, and Schultz introduced a new style of people's culture into the production process and company's product features. He identified the potential of the collection in achieving success and produced several different types of coffee, lattes and espressos in Seattle. Schultz left the company in 1985 and founded Second Guerrilla Coffee. Shortly after, Starbucks lost its capital for the development of its activities, and Schultz acquired the company to merge to the new company, Ronaldo and Starbucks. Together, new and professional managers were hired, and the company's business was transformed. In 1991, Starbucks had become so successful that part of the company's shares was offered to employees. Starbucks' peak. In 1992, the company resumed its business activities and also began operating Starbucks cafes in Sheraton hotels. By late 1993, the company had launched its own coffee production factory and 275 new stores. In 1996, Starbucks had become international, with its first international activity being establishment of a cafe in Tokyo. Additionally, in the same year, its online cafe site being selling. This business move was very new and astonishing at that time, which led to the company's success. After that, Starbucks expanded its business activities domestically, opening branches in Florida, Michigan, and Wisconsin. The company's international activities continued in the Philippines, Thailand, Taiwan, New Zealand, Malaysia, and England. Starbucks' entry into England was entirely different because it used exciting coffee factory in Seattle and exported products to develop the company's business activities. Alongside the rapid growth of the company, Starbucks decided to introduce its products and continue its activities in other domestic and international cities. During the period from 1999 to 2002, the company provided services and products in 15 other countries worldwide. It is worth mentioning that since 2008, at least 5,756 Starbucks cafes have been established worldwide. The interest and need for caffeine are the factors that attract people to drink coffee and caffeinated beverages. Nowadays, coffee is present in many hours of people's daily lives, and many cafes can be found on the streets. In Manhattan, one can find many cafes on the streets, each with its own unique style of providing services and caffeinated beverages. However, it should be noted that Starbucks is at the front row of all of them and has conquered the peak of competition. Starbucks' current status. The global chain company Starbucks has expanded worldwide over time with 31,256 branches in 80 countries by the end of 2019, nearly doubling in the past decade. The number of international stores of this brand is fewer than those located in the United States. They achieved their highest revenue of approximately $2.65 billion in 2019. In 2018, the Starbucks brand was valued at around $32.5 billion globally. It's interesting to note that all full-time Starbucks employees, also known, shares and were considered partners in the company. In 2018, they allocated $79 million for media expenditure, ranking 9th globally. Starbucks almost doubled its revenue compared to its competitors that year and ranked 3rd among other coffee brands. This chain store also has a high level of customer satisfaction in terms of the American Customer Satisfaction Index. Statistics shows that in 2019 they scored 79 in customer satisfaction. The total assets of Starbucks were estimated to be approximately $19.22 billion at the end of that year. Compared to other major chain restaurants in the United States, this brand ranks 2nd in terms of sales. They derive most of their income from branches in the United States. Starbucks at a glance. Today, the Starbucks brand, with thousands of branches worldwide, is one of the most popular cafes globally, offering a complete menu of breakfast items, cakes, and delicious cookies. This brand, which is now familiar to almost everyone, has been able to produce a wide range of store products in its factories and sell them worldwide. like the video now and join us. We'll see you soon in other videos.